Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into an urgent topic that affects us all: climate change. We'll explore the telltale signs that indicate you might be living in a climate change hotspot, from rising temperatures and severe flooding to extreme weather events that have become our new normal. Join us as we shed light on these critical issues, discuss the impact on communities and wildlife, and inspire personal reflections that call for action. Let's unpack the climate crisis together and understand how it's reshaping our world. 1. Rising temperatures. The heat is on. Have you noticed the temperature creeping up year after year? If your summers feel hotter and longer, you might be living in a climate change hotspot. It's not just your imagination. Average temperatures have been rising globally. In places like Western Sydney, days exceeding 40 degrees Celsius have skyrocketed from just a few days annually in 2001 to over 10-15 days by 2018. This escalation in heat not only makes life uncomfortable but poses severe health risks. In countries like India, extreme heat conditions have tragically resulted in hundreds of deaths annually. Our bodies are not built to withstand such extreme temperatures for prolonged periods. This trend is a clear sign that climate change is not a distant threat, it's happening right now in our own backyards. 2. Frequent and severe flooding. If you're noticing more frequent floods or hearing about plans to raise dam levels, that's another red flag. In many regions, the threat of severe flooding has increased substantially. For instance, the level of Warragamba Dam in Australia is under review to be raised by 14 meters to accommodate more severe 100-year flood forecasts. This change isn't arbitrary, it's a response to updated predictions that reflect more intense rainfall events. Communities living on flood plains face the looming threat of mass evacuations as their homes are at risk. This is a stark reminder that climate change is reshaping our environment in ways that demand immediate attention and adaptation. 3. Building higher. Adapting infrastructure. Have you noticed construction projects that seem to be reaching for the sky? It might not just be about aesthetics. In response to climate change, infrastructural adaptations are becoming necessary. Gas and oil platforms, for example, are now constructed higher to withstand the newly revised 100-year wave projections. Even the Thames flood barrier in the UK, which was initially used just a few times per year when it was built in 1984, is now being utilized 15-20 times annually. These changes highlight how climate change is forcing us to rethink and redesign our built environment. 4. Record-breaking bushfires. If you're witnessing or hearing about increasingly severe bushfires, it's a sign of the times. Bushfires in regions like Portugal, Greece, the USA, and Australia have been setting new records each year. The areas destroyed are expanding, and the fires themselves are growing more intense. These devastating events are not just tragic but are a direct consequence of changing climate conditions. Hotter temperatures and prolonged dry spells create the perfect conditions for these blazes to ignite and spread rapidly. It's a grim reminder of the powerful and destructive force of nature when influenced by human-induced climate change. 5. Threatened wildlife. Nature's alarm bell. Are you noticing fewer birds in your backyard or hearing about species in decline? Many animals are struggling to adapt to the rapid changes in climate. Numerous species are experiencing sharp population declines, and climate change is a significant factor. Changes in temperature and weather patterns disrupt habitats and food sources. Animals that can't adapt quickly enough face the risk of extinction. This loss of biodiversity is not just an ecological tragedy but also a warning sign for us. When the natural world suffers, it indicates that our environment is becoming increasingly inhospitable, even for us humans. 6. Extreme weather events. A new normal. If storms and unusual weather patterns are becoming part of your daily conversation, you're not alone. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and severe. From hurricanes to typhoons, the intensity and frequency of these events are on the rise. Scientists attribute this trend to climate change, as warmer ocean temperatures fuel more powerful storms. These events not only wreak havoc on communities but also serve as a wake-up call. They are a clear indicator that our climate is changing, and we need to pay attention. 7. Community changes. Adapting to new realities. Is your community making changes to adapt to new environmental realities? Whether it's implementing water-saving measures, planting more trees, or constructing flood defenses, these adaptations are signs of living in a climate change hotspot. As the impacts of climate change become more pronounced, communities are forced to adapt to protect their residents and infrastructure. These changes, while necessary, highlight the urgent need for broader action to combat climate change at its source. 8. Personal reflections. A call to action. In the face of these signs, personal reflection and action are crucial. As a global community, we must recognize the role we play in contributing to climate change and take steps to mitigate its effects. Whether it's reducing our carbon footprint, advocating for policy changes, or educating others about the importance of sustainability, every action counts. The signs are clear, and the time to act is now. Let's learn from past mistakes and work towards a sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come.